It's been a while, but yes. Hello, welcome to another issue of Butthurt Commentaries. I'm the man inflicting it, Agent 1. But today, I'm not doing a commentary. Yes, shocking, isn't it? But I decided I ought to move on with my 400 subscriber special. Because, apparently many people have been waiting for it. So, time to get it out of the way. So, I promised a Q&A to you guys, right? Well, here we go. The first question is from Perry McCall 18. Sweet! My question for you is it cheap as hell to tell people to rate and subscribe? I've seen most people on YouTube kept trying that on their videos and stuff. Well, the thing is, I used to do that, but not too much anymore, but the only thing I find cheaper than that is the sub for sub thing. Subscribe for a subscribe thing. I don't usually do that because I'd rather earn my subscribers fairly instead of just getting them out of cheapness. That's my opinion. You don't have to listen to me if you don't want to, but it's just what I think. Next one's from SonicFan5200. And he's got 4 questions. 4! 1. Why do you make commentaries when you usually do sprite animations? Because I like to make commentaries. 2. Whatever happened to Lightning the Nighthawk? I just barely use him anymore. 3. Do you hate recolors? Okay, let me get this straight here. Many people have been asking me this ever since my rants on them. I don't hate all recolors. There are actually a few of them that I do like. I'm not going to name a few of them though, because I don't want them getting any crap from other people. But there actually are some that I do like. But the only time I can't stand a recolor is when they'll cry, moan, and complain about when people say their character's unoriginal when it clearly is. When it clearly is unoriginal. And last but not least 4. Who do you hate more, Billy or Coolio? Well, to tell you the truth, Billy the Hedgehog actually was a troll account. Basically meant to, just to screw around with everybody. He wasn't a real recolor. That account was just made to screw with everybody. But I don't really hate Coolio that much anymore since he actually is thinking about taking my advice I gave to him. So if he does change, I may probably get a bit more respect in him. But as for now, I'll just have to wait. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Next one is from Shoke113. I think that's how you say it. Nice. Here's my question. Wait, my cue. PC or Mac? I just say anything that doesn't freeze up on me. Next one's from GameDude3000. Oh, a question. What do you think of Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing? Well, I can't really make a valid opinion on it yet since I haven't really played it, but I might get it. Next is from Zookster1000. Here's some questions. 1. When did you start to do videos on YouTube? Like, a couple of years ago. I mean, yeah, you guys remember my account a couple of years ago that got closed, but that's when I actually started making videos. At first, I was thinking of just making, like, stupid Raving Rabbit parodies, but I decided that maybe people wouldn't think that'd be cool. So I decided to do stuff like animation stuff. And question number 2. Where did you get the idea to make Agent 1? Oh, he goes way back. Way back to elementary school. That's when he first started out as a stick figure and I couldn't draw worth shit. But, yeah, Agent 1 started out as a comic strip in my school newspaper. More comedy stuff, as I said. I think I've stated before. Agent 1 was more of a comedy thing instead of right now how it's more serious, more like filled with blood and gore. The character's personality really changed over the years too. Like he used to be, like I said, he used to be more of a comedian. Now he's more serious, more powerful, all sorts of stuff. He also used to have sidekicks, but I thought, nah, sidekicks kind of stupid. Alright, here's one from Shin Sin. Why didn't you call yourself Agent PP? I don't know, maybe I didn't want to do a bathroom joke. Why don't you fly to the moon? Because I don't have a rocket. And why are you lazy? Because we all have our lazy moments. And here's one from Ace the Hedgehog. Question: what are your thoughts of Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing? Okay, I already answered that question. Here's one from Inazuma Lightning. Okay, I have a few questions. 1. Why did you start spreading? Because I felt like it. Plus, I was inspired by a few people. 2. Who inspired you to make a series? Sean Spad 16, baby. 3. Besides you, who are your favorite spiders? I don't know if I should answer that. Thing is, I got a lot of fans who are fans of other people who are spiders, and if I say something like that, there may probably be some kind of outbreak. So, I don't know if I should answer that. Besides, I like a whole bunch of them just the same. Here's one from Luca the Hedgehog. 1. What was your favorite vid that you made? Ciao, karate. 2. Do you draw with a tablet or mouse? A mouse. 3. Will you
do a barrel roll?
No! 4. Who is your fave video game character? I don't know. I'm having a bit of a hard time choosing between either Spyro the Dragon or Kratos. I like both of them, but yeah, I'd have to say Kratos. Just because how badass he is. The next one's from my Sims fan 12345. Crap, I'm going to algebra again. Question: how do you feel getting 400 subs? It's cool. Next one's from Mega Mario Striker. Looking back on your other videos. Oh, sorry, gotta do it in a Mario voice. Looking back on your other videos, when and what was your first rant on butthurts? Well, since Billy the Hedgehog was just a troll account, I'm guessing he doesn't count, so, I'd say it'd have to be Copper Cab. Which, by the way, yes, I did see the preview for Season 4 of South Park and how Eric Cartman impersonated Copper Cab, which, by the way, if by any chance you are watching this dude, that's one reason why you shouldn't pick on South Park when they're off season. You'll give them ideas. Here's one from Ryoku 2. Who would win in a fight? Chuck Norris or Jesus? That I'm not too sure of. I mean, Chuck Norris has his fists, and Jesus can turn water into wine, so I don't know, that'd be kind of hard to guess. How will the world end? Okay, this is a scientific theory on how the world's gonna end, so sorry if this sounds a bit nerdy, but once again, this is scientific theory. In like a billion years, the world will end by the sun growing into a big, huge red giant, engulfing the first three planets in our solar system, which is Mercury, Venus, and Earth. That's how the world's gonna end. But don't worry, we'll probably all be dead by then. So, you guys don't really need to worry. And last, do you like waffles? Yes, I do. Powdered sugar. Here's one from Eagle Baller 151. Has Lightning been replaced by Agent 1? No, he hasn't. And also, what happened to the Sprite Skits movie you were working on ages ago? I kinda got bored with it. Not to mention, if I just keep uploading more of those stuff, Octorok Be Stealing will probably just keep taking them. People will be blaming me for being a thief, and I don't really want to go into all that again.